TikTok just released a massive algorithm update that completely changes what time you should be posting, what hashtags you should be using, what kind of content you should be creating, and two other things I'm going to share with you towards the end of this video. Because if you adapt to these things, it's easier than ever before for you to be able to grow and get monetized on TikTok right now. In fact, I just helped this creator make these changes and they blew up. I helped this creator make these changes and they blew up. And I was able to do this myself and gain over 140,000 followers in less than 2 months on TikTok. And if you replicate what I'm about to share with you, you can have the same exact results. Change number one is you need to make sure that you're adding all of your old posts and any posts that you want to do better to your stories on TikTok. You could do this with anywhere from 2 to 3 posts every single day, and what this is going to do is increase the reach of those posts, and it's going to increase the odds that your content actually gets pushed out. Because here's what happens. When you upload something to your story, now more people are going to be able to interact with something on your TikTok page, and if they do that, they then get shown all of your past content, because this is how the TikTok algorithm works. If they see that somebody is interacting with you or anything on TikTok, they show them 2, 3, even 4 of that same thing or from that same creator or on that same topic. And then guess what happens? All of your content ends up getting sucked into the TikTok algorithm and you end up getting way more views simply because you took a post that you've already uploaded that's already been on TikTok and added it to your story. So please make sure you begin doing this every single day. Now, change number 2 is you need to make sure that you're updating the time that you're currently posting to TikTok. Now, here's the deal. This is going to change depending on your specific account. You could have a friend that is literally in your same exact niche, uploading the same exact content as you, but the time that you should post might end up being different. So here are the 3 times that I would strongly suggest that you check. And by the way, these are for your specific time zone, wherever you're currently located at the time you're posting. The first one is going to be 11 a.m. The second is going to be 3 p.m. And then finally, 7 p.m. Now, you could go 30 minutes before that, 30 minutes after that, but essentially, I would try to post inside of those windows for the next 3 to 7 days, and it's going to be very obvious to you which one of those time slots ends up working best. And then what you should do is for the next few weeks, only post in that specific time slot. But please make sure that you're consistently testing this. You shouldn't be testing this every week, but at least 1 or 2 times a month, you should go through and test new time slots because this does change. For example, the clocks just got reset back in America. I think they got set back or they got set forward. I don't know. I woke up way later than I normally woke up today, but you guys get the point. So that means that people's habits are going to be changing. The same exact thing happens when everybody goes on winter break. Guess what? People stay up later and they sleep in longer, which is these little things that end up changing the best time to post on TikTok, which is why you need to be constantly checking that, and you should be testing this at least 1 to 2 times a month. Now, change number 3 is you need to make sure that you have the correct metadata on your post. Now, there are 4 things when it comes to metadata. First and foremost, the text that you have on the screen at second 0 on your post. Secondly, the description that you have. Third, the hashtags that you're using. And fourth, the voiceover that's in your content or whatever you're saying in your content. This is then going to equate to the transcript of your content. So the script of your content really matters, the hashtags matter, the description matters, and the hook or title that you have on the screen, because all these things are going to add up to say to TikTok, hey, this is who should actually see this content. Because if you mess any of those things up, your content is going to get shown to the wrong people, and then as a result, you don't end up getting the reach that you want. In fact, you could make a perfect video, but messing up your metadata could be the reason it doesn't get the reach that you want. Now, to show you an example of this working perfectly, I uploaded this video right here where I got 8.9 million views. We could see 8.9 million views, literally over 500,000 likes, almost 100,000 people shared this video, almost 300,000 people saved this video. And the reason that this video did so well was because of the metadata. If we look at the text on screen, GPT-5 watermark. If we look at this over here, ChatGPT-5 watermark in the description, and then if we look at the hashtags, they all have to do with ChatGPT. Now, I'm not going to play the video for you because the audio is going to come across really weird, but trust me, I say ChatGPT-5 watermarks in the beginning of this video. So there's the 4 things that add up. The text that's on the screen, aka the hook, the description, the hashtags, and then also the transcript of the video, which really comes down to the script of the video. Now, none of this was by accident, because if we come over here and we type in ChatGPT watermark, what you are going to notice is there are tons of other viral videos. This video went viral. 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 There's literally tons and tons of viral videos with the same exact metadata here, and that's why this video went viral. And guess what? This didn't happen for me by luck because I'm using ContentBuddy.ai that makes going viral on Instagram and TikTok way easier with AI. Let me show you how this works. So when you get started with Content Buddy, you're going to notice that you're going to be able to scroll down here and they have a ton of different AI agents for TikTok. For example, we could click on this description generator right here, and then we scroll down a little bit and we are going to tell this what we're making a video about. For example, ChatGPT 5 leaving watermarks. And then this is literally going to give me perfect descriptions right here. ChatGPT 5 isn't just smarter, it's marking everything you generate. Now, if we scroll down, we're going to see another one here. And if we scroll down, we're going to see another one. This just gave me 3 viral descriptions for this. Now, if we scroll up and come back to dashboard, you could see you could do the same exact thing with your hook, the same exact thing with hashtags, same exact thing with their script writer that will literally write you viral scripts for you. In fact, this is the easiest way for you to make sure your metadata is correct. But on top of that, they have another tool that I'm going to show you in a little bit that is absolutely insane that can literally help you go viral before you ever post. But before I show you that, I wanted to remind you that you could go to the pinned comment below and get started with ContentBuddy.ai today for only $1. This is an absolute no-brainer. I would have never gained over 140,000 followers on TikTok if I wasn't using this tool, and I'd strongly suggest that you use it too. Please, don't let $1 be the difference between you getting the growth that you want to right now on TikTok or you continuing to flop. Now, change number 4 is you need to stop just uploading the first piece of content that you make for TikTok and then setting that live. Because the reality is there are probably mistakes in that video that are going to hold it back from going viral. But again, Content Buddy can help you figure out exactly what those are. Check this out. So if you come into their TikTok editing feedback tool right here and you click on Launch Tool, you're going to be able to actually upload your content in here. For example, I have a video that I just created that I'm going to be uploading to TikTok later today that I am going to upload right here. Automatically, this tells me to ask a question. I'm going to click on this, and then this goes through and actually gets me AI generated feedback after it watches my video. Now, it does take a few seconds for us to actually go through and watch the video, but the feedback that this leaves you with is absolutely amazing. Look at this. Gives us an overall assessment, tells us what is working well, but this is what is really powerful. It gives us key areas for improvement. It tells us how to actually enhance the hook. It tells us how to tighten the editing. It tells us how to incorporate more visuals. It tells us how to add more personality and authenticity. And it shows us how to optimize the content for platform engagement. It gives us technical recommendations. For example, it's actually saying that the audio wasn't good enough and that the screen recordings weren't good enough, which is going to be true. And then it gives us next steps down here about the exact things that we should change before we upload this video to TikTok. Now, this tool right here is trained on how the TikTok algorithm works specifically for your niche and the type of content that you're uploading, which makes it a tool that makes it way easier to go viral. Now, that last and most important change that you need to start making on TikTok is you need to make sure that you're uploading the type of content that TikTok really cares about right now. The first type of content is going to be content that is over 1 minute long that's trying to rank for search for 2026. Because here's the deal. More people than ever before are coming over to TikTok to search for things instead of going to Google or going to ChatGPT. They're coming to TikTok because they want to see real people's opinions, not what AI is going to tell them or not what Google is going to tell them. So this is your opportunity to make content about the things that your ideal audience is going to be searching for, and what you should be doing right now, because we're in November, is doing it not only for November, not only for December, but for 2026. Because if you get ahead of the curve and trying to rank for search on TikTok right now for 2026 in your niche, it is going to set you up for the entire year 2026 to get more views, to get more followers. And the best part about search is that it happens 24/7. Every single second of every single day, people are searching for whatever you could create content about in your niche. And if you rank for those terms, you are going to get more views. And the best part about it is TikTok is literally incentivizing you to do this by paying you extra money. If you are in the TikTok Creator Rewards program and you're making content over 1 minute long that ranks for search, they pay you more money than any other type of content that you could be uploading to TikTok. In addition to that, you need to make sure that you're taking advantage of every single type of content that you could post on TikTok right now. You could be posting stories that I already told you about. You could be posting regular TikTok videos. You could be posting carousels. You could be posting still photos, and you could be going live on TikTok. If you're not doing all 5 of those things, you're not going to get the growth that you actually deserve on TikTok, because you need to make sure that you're doing all those things in order to actually increase the odds that TikTok is going to find the right audience for your content, because you don't know what kind of content on TikTok is being underserved to the audience that you're trying to reach. Maybe stories are really crowded, or maybe photos are really crowded, or maybe lives are really crowded. Well, that means all the other content isn't having enough people actually create content in that way on TikTok, which represents a huge opportunity for you to be able to do that, and then your post ends up going viral and you end up growing faster on TikTok. Now at this point, if you're still struggling to grow on TikTok, I personally want to help you. In fact, I want to guarantee I can help you grow the same exact way that I helped this creator grow and this creator grow. And the way that I did that is by working with them one-on-one and telling them everything they need to do differently, what they should be posting, how to script their videos, what to change about their videos. And in fact, I'll guarantee that I can help you grow faster, or I'll give you your money back. If you want to work together one-on-one, well, please check out this video right here that walks you through the 3 different ways that I can help you grow faster on TikTok, guaranteed. I'll see you over there.